Greeting to doctors, and my name is Ijari from Section 1. And now I'll be giving a short introduction about our environmental management project video assignment. According to the rubrics given, we are asked to choose sustainable development issues as our main theme. And the topic that we have chosen is hazardous waste management. So this video has been prepared and casted by our group members, and they are Lijari, Lim Wei Xian, Liao Song, and also Charlton Chong Kang. So this will be our scope of work, where me will be responsible for the introduction and reflection in relation to the class lectures. Also will be in charge of the problem statement and how it is addressed under sustainable development goals. Charlton will be conducting the part for effects of the issue towards society, economy, and environment. And lastly, Weixia will be in charge of opinions on how to resolve the issue. So without further delay, let's start the video.
Good day. My name is Ui Song, and now I'm going to present the problem statement of hazardous waste management and how this can be addressed under Sustainable Development Goals. So my role play is a reporter. So what is hazardous waste? So it is a waste that has substantial or potential threats to public health or the environment. So example of hazardous waste is petrol, kerosene, polishing chemicals, solvent-based paints, pesticides, and batteries. So there are four kinds of category for the hazardous waste. The first category of hazardous waste is ignitability, so which is a flammable waste. So second category is corrosivity, which the hazardous waste can rust or decompose nearby objects. The third category is reactivity, whereby the hazardous waste is explosive. The fourth category is toxicity, which the hazardous waste is poisonous. So let's go to hazardous waste management. Hazardous waste management is a process of collection, treatment, and disposal of waste material that can potentially cause substantial harm to human health and environmental safety if it is not managed properly. So why is hazardous waste management important? Hazardous waste management is extremely important as it is related to 6 of the Sustainable Development Goals as proposed by the United Nations. First is number 6, which is clean water and sanitization. Number 9, the industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Number 13, climate action. Number 14, life below water. And number 15, which is life on land. It will bring huge impact on mankind if it is not managed properly. So now I will explain about the issues related to hazardous waste management in Malaysia. So in 1982, a rare earth extracting company named Asia Rare Earth Sdn Berhad (ARE) illegally disposed radioactive waste at Bukit Merah, Perak, leading to 8 deaths and several residents nearby having birth defect and leukemia. So in 2012, Malaysia agreed to let Lynas to process rare earth at Kuantan, which will bring potential harm to the citizens if the radioactive waste is not disposed properly. Protests were carried out to stop government's decision. So the problem statement is, how do we manage hazardous waste in an effective way so that it will contribute to the country's development while not bringing negative impacts to humans? That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Charlton Chong Kang. For my part, I would like to talk about the effects of the hazardous waste management. So, what are the effects? Of course, they are beneficial and detrimental. So, let's first talk about the beneficial effects. First of all, with a proper management, of course, we can improve the air and the water quality, as well as reduces the greenhouse gas emission. Secondly, we can minimize the extraction of resources along with reducing pollution and energy consumption, which is associated with manufacturing new materials. Next, when the waste is recycled, it can help to turn the recyclable waste into useful substances. Other than that, with a proper management, we can lessen the amount of junks that reaches the landfills. By doing this, we can lessen the amount of production of harmful substances. For example, toxic water, toxic gases, or any other chemicals that can be harmful or dangerous to human beings. For the next part is detrimental effects. First of all, junk and waste are the perfect host for bacteria, and it can grow if the waste is not disposed properly. Second, it can increase the risk of disease in humans who come in contact with the trash. After that, there are 2 terms, which is the short term and the long term of the bad effects. First, the short term is about the water pollution. The chemicals that are disposed into our waterways will make the streams, rivers, lakes, and aquifers unsafe to use for drinking or agricultural purposes. After that, the life of the animals and plants will be affected if they drink from these toxic waters, and human health in the areas downstream may be affected too because of the water pollution. For the long-term effects, it includes the signs of mutation for animals, while for humans are the cancers or the other diseases, trash in our waterways and green spaces, and the destruction of many natural resources. Next, our water table will be affected. Chemicals can soak through the soil and enter underground aquifers. When the chemicals spill that occur in a small area, it can quickly grow to impact an extremely large area. But our last point is chemical contamination, such as mercury and lead, which poses major human health risks, especially to developing children. This chemical contamination can accumulate in tissues, build up over time, and can lead to cancer, seizures, poisoning, and even death. So this is my part. Thank you very much.
Hi there, my name is Wei Xian. You might be wondering how to resolve waste management issues. Today, I will take on the role as a sustainability analyst. I will show you there are actually 4 ways to resolve this issue. First of all, use proper storage materials to store hazardous waste. Use sealable containers that prevent the release of harmful chemical substances, and make sure that the containers are compatible with stored waste and also manufactured with weather and corrosion-resistant materials. Ensure that all the drums and storage containers have hazardous waste labels and also properly labeled with weather-resistant sign. Second, maintain appropriate storage area. Hazardous waste should be stored in a designated storage area which is inaccessible to unauthorized individuals. The area should be clearly identified as a hazardous waste storage area. A regular inspection of a hazardous waste storage area is a must, and it is very important to fix minor issues before it turns into a very serious problem that can cause accidents. Number 3. Thermal and biological treatments. Special types of thermal equipment are used for burning waste in either soil, liquid, or sludge form. These include fluidized bed incinerator, multiple hard furnace, and rotary kiln. Another method used to treat hazardous waste biologically is called land farming. This technique makes the waste carefully with the surface soils on a suitable tract of land. Genetically engineered species of bacteria are used to metabolize the waste here. Number 4. Secure landfill. A secure landfill is a carefully engineered area that is used to deposit hazardous waste. This landfill is separate at least 3 meters between the bottom and the underlying bedrock. The landfill must have 2 impermeable liners and a leakage collection system to protect groundwater. Groundwater monitoring system is also installed to detect any leakage or groundwater contaminations. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Lijari and I will be presenting about the reflection on the findings in relation to the class lectures, and my role there is a civil engineering student. So it is actually closely related to our lectures because it contributes to the sustainability development discussion topics via statistics and also reports that we have collected throughout this survey. Besides that, it involves the identification of the characteristics, examples, handling approaches, and even laws and regulations involved about hazardous waste management. Thirdly, it also involves the discussion of the relevant impacts, both beneficial and detrimental towards water, air, and soil. And lastly, it takes investigations into current issue and identification of possible methodology to secure its safe application in our daily life. So, as a civil engineering student, we need to portray several roles to be in our studies. Firstly, we must possess attention to the current development issues that happen around us and throughout the globe. Besides that, we need to raise awareness towards hazardous waste management and associate them with our professional knowledge learned throughout the 4th-year civil engineering studies. Moreover, we need to equip ourselves with techniques on environmental impact assessment, which is EIA, and the ability to perform critical thinking skills in resolving the impacts occur. Next, we need to perform good habits in proper waste disposal in our daily life application, and this can instill good waste disposal attitude in ourselves. Furthermore, we need to pay serious attention into the study of environmental engineering courses on the design of facilities to contain and eliminate the waste. And last, we need to gain and spread proper knowledge on hazardous waste management to public and also among ourselves via talks and seminars. So to draw a short summarize, I have a quote that is, no matter who we are in the future, it all starts with education, and this is more impactful to us as nowadays students. So as a short summary, we have chosen to highlight this issue of hazardous waste management due to the following reasons, such as it is emphasized under sustainable development goals and it has become a global concern. Besides, it portrays two-sided effects that may alter current living conditions. Thirdly, it requires planning and implementation strategies to minimize the impact. And lastly, it is closely related to our future career. So that's all for our presentation, and thanks for watching.